In today's video, we're going to be reviewing a brand new generator from Harbor Freight called the Predator 1400. Now, I've got many requests to take a look at this because it's an inverter-based model, and that means clean power and longer run times. But should you actually consider buying a Harbor Freight generator at all? And is this the one to get? Well, let's take a look and find out. You get an owner's manual, battery cables, they do include this unusual oil funnel, and they also include a spark plug removal tool. But what you won't find in the box is, of course, gasoline, but the one thing that's a bit of a disappointment is they also don't include some oil to get you started. Adding the oil to the Predator is very easy. You just unscrew this oil fill cap, and then you can pour it in. Now, I didn't think I'd even use that oil funnel, but you really have to because it's recessed so far in the case, you can't really get the oil in there without spilling it. Fill up your oil until it gets to the bottom of the threads. Here's another tip to help your generator last even longer. Now, you just filled that crankcase with oil, but it's not inside the engine yet. So before you actually put gasoline in it, go ahead and leave the machine in the off position and pull that cord a couple of times. That's going to let the oil circulate around, so the first time you start it, it's going to be just that little bit easier. Now we can add our gas to the tank. Now the Predator 1400 only requires regular gasoline, which is 87 octane. It's also got a vented cap, so you want to turn this so that it's in the on position. That's going to allow air to get into the cap and fuel into the engine. Flip the choke to start, put the engine switch to the on position, and go ahead and pull start the generator. Now the first couple of pulls, it's definitely not going to start because the gas needs to flow into the carburetor. So rather than pull start it 30 times, just wait now for a minute or two and go ahead and pull start it again, and it's likely going to start right up. You can see that green LED on the front, and that means it's putting out power and it passed all the internal self checks. You've got two regular AC outlets. They've also included two USB ports. Now these can be really handy if you're out camping, and one of them is a 2.1 amp connector. That's basically a quick charging style USB plug. The other odd style port connects to those battery cables that they included in the box, so you can use that to trickle charge a 12-volt battery. And this eco throttle switch is super important because when you turn it on, it's going to allow the generator to run up to 7 hours on one tank of gas. It does it by regulating the engine speed to run only at the speed required to deliver the power you're looking for all automatically. Now the Predator 1400 can only put out 1400 watts for a brief time. It's rated for 1100 continuous watts. That means you can run things like a refrigerator, small appliances, and this is going to be ideal for camping or for minimal power needs at home. This generator also can detect carbon monoxide. Now that can kill you if you're running a gas generator in an enclosed space. So to test it out, I started it up and ran it inside my truck bed with all the hatches closed. And after just a minute, you can hear the generator automatically shut down. And when I open the hatch, you can see that red light is blinking, indicating that it picked up monoxide. So fortunately, it's easy to reset. You just go ahead and start the generator back up. So this is pretty innovative. I've never seen one of these on a generator in this price range. The Predator is also super quiet, and you can see it only put at around 53 decibels. Now that's at its highest running speed. When I put the eco switch on, now it's only running around 51 decibels, but all this means is it's a really quiet machine. Now I wanted to test out the power output and the quality. So to start, I'm using this small heater, but it uses around 800 watts, and I connected it to the AC outlets, and it didn't have any problem at all running it. Another dirty secret about all gas generators is the weight. They're going to publish specs online, but that's without any gas or oil in the engine. And here I'm showing you a real world weight once you've got some gas and oil in the engine, and it weighs about 33 pounds. That's definitely still a lightweight generator and should make this really easy to carry. Advertise this Predator as putting out pure sine wave power and clean electricity that's safe for things like electronics. Now this meter will tell me if it's actually doing just that. And I can see that the voltage and frequency are looking good, and this little wave here is telling me it is in fact putting out pure sine wave power. But this meter can tell me one more thing, and that's the amount of electrical noise that this generator is putting out, and that's the VTHD, which is voltage harmonic distortion. But fortunately that number looks big, but it is actually less than 1%, and that's an excellent reading considering the power in your house is as much as 3%. Even though the Predator passed all my technical tests, it failed one big one, which is why I can't recommend it. They're selling this 1400 watt generator for $429. Now that might seem like a good deal until you look at the competition. You can get this Generac 2200 watt version for only $509. That's a huge increase of power for just $80 more. But if you want to spend less, Generac also makes a slightly smaller version at 1200 watts, but it's only $329. This sets the Predator into kind of a weird spot where it's overpriced and unfortunately underpowered. And the other issue is Predator is still new to making inverter generators, and Generac's been making them for years. I reviewed this model last year, and it's continued to be a bestseller with great reviews. So if I was in the market for a small unit like this today, I would still recommend buying the Generac first. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already for more videos coming up.